Hey there, and welcome back to part 2 in our series on tips, gym hacks, tricks for new lifters. We did part 1 a couple weeks ago, and if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll probably link to it somewhere up in that region on the screen there, and we'll put it in the video description below this video as well. In the meantime, we're back with more. First up, how to add another 45-pound plate to your deadlift when you've already got 45-pound plates on the bar, or how to remove 45-pound plates. Because it's kind of a pain. You take a big plate like this and you want to slide it on. Well, it wants to slide across the floor, or you got to pick up the bar. So what you do instead is you just grab something small, like a 2.5-pound plate, and you put it underneath the original plate, roll your bar up on there, roll that plate up on there, and that will get it off the ground just enough, if you don't kick it off there again, that you can slide the next one on there really easily. Now you can use a 5-pound plate or a 10-pound plate, but a 2.5-pound plate will do the job. And this also applies, of course, when you're taking your plates off as well. It just makes it that much easier to slide them around. Now, of course, in a perfect world, you would have a deadlift jack like this thing here, but a commercial deadlift jack is kind of pricey, and not everyone's going to have one of those at home, and that's understandable. Another great option is to make yourself a deadlift jack. We call this, if you've seen enough Disney movies, you'll understand the reference, we call this the Fishhook jack, okay? And we made a video, we'll link to that as well, on how to make one of these. It's not very difficult, but this, you probably see this better over here, put it underneath there, jack it back up like that, and then it's super easy to either load plates on or take them off. Next up, holding your Valsalva for multiple reps on the bench press. So by this we mean holding your tightly held breath for maybe 2-3 reps on the bench press. The advantage to this is that you don't have to get tight again between each rep. Now, 2 warnings on this. Number 1, do not take this as a personal challenge to see how many reps you can hold your breath for, okay? This may not end well. You don't want to pass out due to lack of oxygen while you're bench pressing, so be conservative on this. Number 2, this strategy of holding your Valsalva for multiple reps typically does not work well for other lifts. Specifically, it typically does not work very well for the standing lifts, such as the squat, the press, the deadlift. Now, your mileage may vary. I've seen people do it, but I don't recommend it. And last, when you're finished snatching, cleaning, and maybe even rowing and deadlifting, here's an easy way to take a bunch of plates off the bar. First of all, make sure, of course, you've got the collars off the bar. You've got your change plates, that is to say your smaller plates, off both sides. Come over to one side and take all the bumper plates off of that side. You can use the trick that we talked about before, so you can roll it up on a little bit of a little plate. I'm just going to take them off. Be nice to your bar when you get that last plate almost all the way off. Don't just let your empty barbell, this side being empty of course, don't just let it fall to the ground. Then, and here's the magic of the trick, grab the empty side of the barbell, walk it up here, and all these plates come off. So now you can put away your 1 plate, 2 plates, 7 plates on that side if you're that strong. Put away your bar, put away your plates. It's that simple. We hope these tips and tricks were useful, and if they were, please let us know. Hit the subscribe button or leave us a comment below or give us a thumbs up. We will see you next time, and as always, we hope this helps you get stronger and live better. Right, Parker? Live better.